I love my girlfriend. She is sweet and kind. She makes me laugh. She loves me. We have fun together. We go to movies and to restaurants. We go to the beach to swim. We go to the park for picnics. We watch TV together. We go to church together. We take long walks together. We read books, magazines, and newspapers. We talk about many things. We agree on many things, but we also disagree on some things. Sometimes we argue about things. I think she likes to argue. She thinks I like to argue. We argue about silly things. Yesterday we argued about a window. She wanted the window open. I wanted it closed. We talk about the weather and the government. We talk about our families. She is a good tennis player. Sometimes she beats me. We play chess and Scrabble. Scrabble is a fun game about words. You need a good vocabulary to win. I usually beat her at chess, but she usually beats me at Scrabble. I guess my vocabulary is not so good. We will get married in a couple of years. We want to spend the rest of our life together. We will start a family. We want to have 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl. We will be so happy. Americans are getting fat. A new study says that most Americans are too fat. Is that true? Look at the people around you. Are most of them fat? Are most of them thin? Or are most of them in between? Many fat people get sick. They die young. Doctors say these people can live longer. They must eat more fruits and vegetables. They must eat less meat. They must eat more fish. They must eat less fried food. They must not eat at fast food restaurants. No more cheeseburgers and no more French fries. They must eat less bread and less pasta. If they eat less, they will weigh less. But Americans must also exercise. They must walk more. They don't have to run or jog. They don't have to climb stairs. All they have to do is walk. Just walk 30 minutes a day. Is that hard to do? Eat less, walk more, live longer. It sounds easy, but people love to eat. Eating is fun. Food is delicious. So, it's not easy to eat less. Try to do it. It's hard to do. Daddy, let's order a pizza, Billy said. That sounds like a good idea, said his dad. They looked at a menu they had at home. What kind do you want? His dad asked. Billy wanted a large pizza. He wanted a pizza with 4 toppings. He wanted cheese, pepperoni, ham, and pineapple. His dad said that sounded good. He called the pizza place. "They don't have any pineapple," Dad told Billy. "What do you want instead?" Billy wanted sausage instead. His dad ordered sausage instead of pineapple. About 30 minutes later, there was a knock on the door. It was the pizza man. "Here's your pizza," he told Billy's dad. "That'll be $16. Dad paid the pizza man. He also gave him a tip. Dad took the pizza to the living room. A baseball game was on TV. Billy and his dad started to eat the pizza in the living room. "I hope the Yankees lose," Billy told his dad. "I hope the Yankees lose too," his dad said. Different workers wear different clothes to work. A lifeguard wears a swimsuit. Many workers have uniforms. Workers at Burger Hut wear black shirts. The managers wear black shirts too. The managers also wear ties. Mechanics and painters wear coveralls. The coveralls protect their clothes. The coveralls protect their clothes from oil and paint. Pilots wear blue or black uniforms. Sometimes they wear white shirts. Nurses wear white uniforms. Doctors wear white jackets. Bus drivers and soldiers wear uniforms. Policemen and firemen wear blue uniforms. Prisoners wear orange uniforms. Orange is a bright color. Orange uniforms are easy to see. Prisoners can't hide in their orange uniforms. Chefs wear white jackets and tall white hats. Cowboys wear jeans and boots. Clowns wear big plastic noses and big shoes. Fashion models wear beautiful clothes. Most workers don't wear uniforms. Teachers and truck drivers wear regular clothes. Most workers wear regular clothes. I love my dad. He was a good man. He taught me to work hard. He taught me to keep trying. He taught me to do things right or don't do them at all. He grew up on the streets of New York City. His parents didn't speak English. He had 3 brothers and 1 sister. His brothers ended up in jail. His sister died in a car crash. My dad married my mom when they were both 19. My dad joined the army. He jumped out of airplanes. Then he became a military policeman. He did this for 20 years. He liked his job. He was a hard worker. He went to college while he was in the army. He got 2 college degrees. 1 degree is good. 2 college degrees is very good. He retired from the army and became a teacher. He taught high school kids. He taught high school kids for 20 years. He had a lot of patience. Teachers need a lot of patience. Then my dad retired. He traveled around the world with my mom. They both died in a plane crash. That was bad, but they died together. That was good. She heard the mailman. The mailman made noise when he delivered mail. She walked downstairs. She said hello to the mailman. He said hello to her. He said it was a beautiful day. She agreed. The mailman went to the next apartment building. She opened her mailbox. There was a bill from her insurance company. She would send the company a check immediately. There was also junk mail in her mailbox. The junk mail was from her phone company. The phone company sent her junk mail every month, but she wasn't interested. She never opened junk mail. It went straight into the trash. There was also a postcard in the mailbox. It was from her dentist. She saw her dentist twice a year. It was time for her visit. She went back upstairs. She called her dentist. She made an appointment. Laura is my best friend. We are in the 3rd grade. We do everything together. We walk to school together. We eat lunch together at school. Laura's mother gives her tuna sandwiches for lunch. My mother gives me peanut butter sandwiches for lunch. We share our sandwiches with each other. Sometimes Laura gets apples for lunch. Sometimes I get peaches. We share our fruit with each other. We help each other with our homework. She helps me with history. I help her with arithmetic. We spend the weekends together. Her parents invite me to their house, or my parents invite her to our house. We sleep over. I spend the night at her house, or she spends the night at my house. We talk about everything. We talk about our brothers. They are so silly. We talk about our teachers and our parents. We love them. We talk about the boys in class. We don't like them. They are so silly. Why in the world do some girls like boys? Boys never grow up. We will never like boys. I love my newspaper. It tells me the news every day. The newspaper has page after page of news. I also get the news from the radio and the TV. I also get the news from my friends, but I like the newspaper the best. I can read the newspaper anytime I want. I can read any story I want. I can stop reading any story I want when I want. My newspaper has many sections. The first section is national news. The next section is state and city news. The next section is business news. The next section is sports. The last section is entertainment. That's a lot of news every day. I have only one problem with my newspaper. Most of the news is sad news or bad news. Why? There is good news too. People like good news. People like to read and hear good news. I think my newspaper needs a section for good news. I think good news should be the first section of my newspaper. The loaf of bread is next to the jar of peanut butter. The bag of peanuts is next to the carton of milk. The plate of cookies is next to the bowl of chicken soup. The cup of coffee is next to the glass of juice. The fork is next to the spoon. The knife is next to the salt shaker. The salt shaker is next to the pepper shaker. The milk is in the carton. The water is in the glass. The coffee is in the cup. The soup is in the bowl. The milk is in the refrigerator. The soda is in the refrigerator. The ice cream is in the freezer. The lamp is on the table. The toaster is on the kitchen counter. The toaster is plugged in. The microwave is on the kitchen counter. But the microwave isn't plugged in. Someone unplugged the microwave. Who unplugged the microwave? I will plug it in. I want to eat some popcorn. I want some hot popcorn. I will plug in the microwave. I will eat hot popcorn and drink a cold soda. She called the landlord. Her apartment was full of roaches. Roaches were everywhere. They were under the kitchen sink. They were in the kitchen cabinets. They were on the kitchen counters. They were in the oven. They were on the stove. She turned on the gas. The roaches ran from the hot flames. She sprayed her apartment every month. She used 2 cans of bug spray a month. First, she opened all the windows. Then she sprayed everywhere. The apartment stunk of roach spray. The stink gave her a headache. Finally, the landlord came. He looked around the apartment. He saw roaches everywhere. Adult roaches and baby roaches. Teenage roaches. He said, "Boy, you weren't kidding. You sure have a lot of roaches." She said, "I know that. What are you going to do about it?" He said, "Don't worry. I'm calling the bug man. He will put a big tent over the whole building. Then he will spray the whole building. He will spray the whole building with roach spray. The tent will cover the building for a month. then all the roaches will be dead. Your problem will be solved." "Oh, that's great," she said. "But where will I live for a month?" The landlord said, "That's a big problem. I don't know where you will live. Do you have any friends? Maybe you can live with them."